Trust in the Lord of all your heart, and do not stir in your own understanding. He recognizes him in all your ways, and he will straighten your paths. Proverbs 3:5-6. O sovereign creator of heaven and earth, today I find myself with humility and gratitude, bringing in my heart the concerns and challenges of this new dawn. In the midst of the concerns and difficulties that sometimes look at our journey, I come to plead your mercy and protection, asking your word to become a balm of hope and faith renewed in my life. Lord, in this sacred moment of prayer, I open my heart and my mind to receive your light. You are the comforter who calms internal storms and the fortress that sustains those who feel weak. May your presence be a safe haven for those who face doubts, fear, and loneliness. It helps us to understand that even in times of greatest trial, your wisdom guides us and your peace surrounds us. O very high, that your love involves every person who today seeks breath and direction. I ask you to illuminate the ways of those who are lost, strengthen those who feel slaughtered, and inspire the hearts tired to never give up. Grant us serenity to face the uncertainties of life, always remembering that your word is the lamp that illuminates our steps and the truth that sustains us. Sovereign of the universes, at this moment I give you all my anguish, fears, and challenges. I recognize that my strength is limited, but your grace is infinite. I ask that just as dawn brings the promise of a new day, your blessing brings renewal and vigor to my soul, filling it with courage and faith. May the sound of this prayer echo in the corners of my being, reviving the hope and conviction that nothing is impossible for him who trusts in your word. O King of Kings, strengthens those who are in the midst of the storm of daily concerns. May we remember every sigh that your providence is present in every detail of our lives, even when the view becomes cloudy and the paths seem uncertain. May confidence in you be the unwavering foundation of our existence, a living certainty that regardless of adversities, your protective hand leads us with love and justice. In the midst of everyday struggles, when pain and challenges seem greater than life itself, it helps me find refuge in your promises. Teach me to rest in your hug, to find breath in your word, and to feel the comforting presence of your spirit. May every word I pronounce in this prayer be an act of faith, a testimony of the transforming power of your love and your mercy. O Sovereign, I recognize that the weight of the world often threatens to crush dreams and shake hope. Still, I cry out to you by virtue to move on, clarity of thought and a heart that renews each new day. May the light of dawn bring with it the certainty that every battle fought, every tear spilled, is known and supported by your merciful look. May this certainty become energy and motivation so that we can overcome difficulties with courage and determination. Lord, that at this moment your presence is the anchor that keeps my faith firm, that, when facing the challenges of life, I can always remember your words that promise protection and hope. May, even in the midst of despair, I find comfort and safety in your unshakable grace. It inspires me to fully trust your plan, even when I can't understand the ways that open before me. O very high, just as the sun emerges on the horizon and dissipates the darkness of the night, that your light comes to dissipate all the shadows that can obscure my mind and my heart. May I feel your presence in every beat of my heart, in every breath that reminds me of your infinite goodness. May this light guide my steps and enlighten the paths of righteousness and truth, that I may fully live your will and spread your love wherever you pass. Lord, I ask that in every challenge I faced, I never forget to seek in you the necessary comfort and direction. May your word be always my lighthouse, the voice that calls me to lift and move on, that even when the path seems hard and the heart hesitates, I can find the strength to continue, for I know that your love is greater than any adversity that may arise. O Sovereign, in the midst of the concerns that so haunt the minds of those who seek meaning, I ask that your wisdom is present. May each decision be made with the light of your guidance. and may each choose reflect the truth and justice that emanate from your being. It helps me discern what is passing and what is eternal, to separate the superfluous from the essential, so that I can live in harmony with your purposes. May your peace, which exceeds all understanding, flood my soul, causing me to face every new day with the confidence that you are with me. That, in the face of adversities, I can find in you the courage to fight and the serenity to accept what I cannot change. May every tear that falls is transformed into a seed of hope, and that each challenge is an opportunity to bring me even closer to you. O very high, in this moment of prayer, I also ask those who suffer and meet in the midst of different difficulties. May your protective hand reach every needy person, bringing relief and renewal. May those who face health, financial, or emotional problems feel your restorative touch and find in you the medicine for all wounds. May every afflicted heart become a song of praise to your immense goodness. Lord, may your presence be a constant reminder that, regardless of the circumstances, there is always a new resumption. May the unshakable faith that I deposit in you are renewed with every dawn, making me see beyond the clouds that today cover my way. May this faith become concrete actions of love and compassion, touching the lives of those who cross my path and spreading the light of your truth. O Sovereign, as well as the rain that water the earth and sprout hope in the midst of drought, that your mercy drizzle the arid fields of our hearts. May every moment of discouragement be transformed into an act of renaissance, and may your word be alive in every gesture of kindness, that the certainty that you are the support of our lives drive us to always seek the truth and justice, keeping the flame of hope lit. Lord, at this moment, I give you all my anxieties and fears. I ask that your peace, that surpasses any human understanding, to be present, calming the storms that invade my mind. May your love involve every thought, every feeling, making them instruments of faith and overcoming. May I, with each breath, feel the strength of your hug and the safety of your constant presence. O very high, may your wisdom illuminate every decision I need to make, guiding my steps toward good and truth. May the light emanating from your word be the safe path that leads me to the realization of my dreams and overcoming obstacles. May each new day be an opportunity to start over, to turn challenges into victories, and to demonstrate to all the power of your love. Lord, I ask those who feel overwhelmed by the responsibilities of life, who carry on their shoulders the weight of concerns and sufferings. May your presence bring you relief, and may your comfort be the force that impels you to move on, even when everything seems lost. May they know that in each difficulty there is a lesson of love, and that, when seeking your guidance, they find the way to redemption. O Sovereign, today, at this time of communion, I also turn to you with a special request for peace and reconciliation in our homes, communities, and nations. May the wounds that divide brothers be healed, and may your righteousness, full of compassion, prevail over hatred and discord. May the example of your love be the lighthouse that illuminates our relationships, transforming violence into dialogue, pain into understanding, and sadness in hope. Lord, that every word given in this prayer is a living testimony of your goodness and an invitation to reflection. May those who hear her feel touched and inspired to trust your word, knowing that in each situation there is always your hand guiding and protecting. May the sound of this prayer echo not only in our hearts, but also in our lives, transforming each challenge into an opportunity for growth and learning. O very high, teach me how to cultivate patience and perseverance, essential virtues for those who want to live according to your precepts, that even in the face of the greatest adversities, I can keep faith intact and renewed hope. May your word be always my shield, and the certainty that you are with me strengthen every decision, every act, and every dream I dare to dream. Lord, today I renew the commitment to follow your ways and to fully trust your guidance, that upon awakening I can feel your comforting presence and your light that dissipates the darkness, bringing clarity and direction. that in every gesture of love, in every word of encouragement, I can convey the certainty that nothing is beyond your reach, and that with faith, all obstacles can be overcome. O Sovereign, I ask your mercy to extend to each of us, helping us to overcome the barriers that life lifts before our eyes. May your compassion touch the hearts that are tired, and that your goodness transform tears into smiles of gratitude. May the certainty of your protection be the anchor that keeps us firm, even when the winds of adversity blow hard. Lord, may your word inspire each of us to be instruments of peace, love, and justice. May we, through our actions, bring forward the message of hope that you offer us, spreading light and heat wherever there are shadows and cold. May we build a more just and fraternal world together, where faith in you is the foundation of all our achievements. O very high, at this moment of deep communion, I put before you my yearnings and my difficulties, fully trusting that each problem has a solution under your guidance. May your word, full of wisdom and love, be the guide that transforms our challenges into opportunities for spiritual growth, that in each step I can feel the soft touch of your grace and the strength of your protection. Lord, today I also ask for those who are removed from hope, who have the heavy hearts and eyes closed to the wonders that you have reserved for each of us. May your message of love and forgiveness reach the deepest nooks of the soul, arousing a new feeling of renewal and courage. May they know that regardless of the past, there is always a fresh start when trusting your word. O Sovereign, may your presence be the unshakable foundation in our lives, especially when the storms of the world threaten to knock us down. May the peace that only you can offer fill every corner of our being, strengthening our faith and our determination. May your light shine intensely, dissipating all shadows and filling our days with the hope of a better future. Lord, that every moment of doubt becomes an opportunity to reaffirm faith, and each tear becomes a prayer of gratitude. It teaches us to recognize the blessings that manifest themselves in the midst of difficulties and to value every moment as a precious gift. May your word be the inspiration that drives us to always seek the truth, justice, and love in all our attitudes. O very high, in this new dawn, I ask that your mercy wrap us and that we can feel your peace that soothes the troubled heart. May, by facing the challenges of the day, our trust in you is unshakable, and that we may always remember that even in the darker hours, there is a light that never turns out, the light of your love and your truth. Lord, I ask your guidance to be present in every decision, and that your word echoes in our hearts as a hymn of hope and faith. May we, through this prayer, find the comfort needed to overcome obstacles and turn each difficulty into a step towards victory. May your grace be the fuel that drives our steps and the certainty that we are always supported under your attentive look. O Sovereign, thank you for your constant presence in my life, every sign of your goodness and every miracle that manifests itself, even in the smallest things. May your word, full of promises and hope, be always my refuge and my fortress, guiding me safely by the ways of existence. May my faith renew each day, and may I witness with joy and gratitude the fruits of your love on my journey. Lord, right now, I place all my requests and supplications to your feet, confident that each sincere cry will be heard and supported. May your protection surround us, may your wisdom lead us, and let your hope firm us in the midst of any adversity. That with each new dawn, the certainty of your presence is renewed in our hearts, filling us with faith and courage to face the day that begins. O very high, I recognize that the ways of life are not always easy, but I know that by trusting your word, I find strength to transform sadness into joy and uncertainty into confidence. That, on this new day, I can walk hand in hand with hope, knowing that, even in times of greatest difficulty, your protection is constant and unshakable. May your love be the foundation of every dream and the certainty that with faith everything is possible. Lord, I give you every concern, every fear, and every challenge that imposes itself throughout this day. May your peace flood my soul and give me strength to move on, overcoming obstacles with courage and determination. May your word be the lighthouse that guides me, and the certainty that by trusting you, all ways open, revealing new possibilities and opportunities for spiritual growth. O Sovereign, today, as I put myself in your presence, I ask your light to illuminate every corner of my existence, dissipating the darkness of doubt and anguish. May every word of this prayer become a song of hope, resonating in my mind and heart, remembering that faith is the way to overcome all adversities. May I live this day with the certainty that your protection and guidance are always with me. Lord, in your infinite wisdom, guide me so that I can recognize hidden lessons in every difficulty and turn each challenge into a step of faith. May, when finding obstacles, I always remember that your word is the source of all truth and the solid base on which I can build my life. May your presence inspire me to be better every day, to cultivate love, compassion, and truth in all my actions. O very high, at this moment of deep reflection and prayer, I thank you for all the blessings I have already received and those who are yet to come. May the gratitude overflow from my heart, and that I can recognize in every detail of my existence your generous and protective hand. That when looking back, I see not only the challenges, but also the victories and learnings that only your grace could provide. Lord, may your word continue to be my guide, and that even when the ways become uncertain, I never lose faith in your promise of renewal and protection. May every new dawn bring with it the certainty that, regardless of the storms that may arise, your love remains unshakable and your hope is eternal. May this prayer be a constant reminder that, when trusting you, I find the peace that transcends all circumstances. O Sovereign, right now, I give you not only my needs, but also the hopes and dreams of all those who somehow need a sign of your presence in their lives. May your light spread through every home, with every tired heart, bringing with it the renewal of faith and the certainty that with your guidance we can overcome any adversity. May your mercy reach every human being, transforming despair into hope and sadness into joy. Lord, who today, when meditating upon your word, can find strength to forgive, to love, and to move on with courage. May every difficulty be seen as an opportunity to grow spiritually, and that every victory is recognized as a gift of your goodness. May I never forget that even in the most trial hours, your light shines intensely, offering a path of salvation and transformation. O very high, before you renew the commitment to seek truth and justice in every act, in every thought, and in each word, may your guidance be present in my life, inspiring me to be an example of faith and love for all those around me. That at the end of this day I can look back and recognize your hand guiding every step, turning my weaknesses into strength and my struggles into victories. Lord, by ending this moment of prayer, I deeply thank you for your constant presence, every sign of your mercy, and for every new chance of starting over. May the peace and hope I find in your word be the foundation of my journey, strengthening my faith and opening the horizons for new opportunities for love and growth. May every new day be a blessed restart, where your light enlightens the ways of truth and compassion. O Sovereign, I trust that with your guidance, each challenge will become a valuable lesson, and that even in the hours of uncertainty, your presence will sustain me and renew my hope. May your word, full of promises and certainties, be the lighthouse that guides each decision, turning doubts into conviction and fears into courage. That, when walking through this journey, I can always remember that faith in you is what makes me strong, even in the face of the most intense challenges. Lord, may your peace spread throughout my being, and that when I find difficulties, I always return to your word to find the light of truth and the warmth of your love. May every prayer, every sigh, and every tear become a hymn of gratitude, celebrating the wonder of your protection and the transforming power of faith. May this prayer be a milestone of hope, a living testimony that by trusting your word, we are truly blessed. I conclude this prayer with a heart full of gratitude, hope, and the certainty that your presence is the force that drives me to move on, even in the face of the greatest adversities. May this blessed morning prayer be the starting point for a day full of blessings, where confidence in your word becomes the lighthouse that illuminates the path of each of us. By reflecting on these words, I invite you, who has accompanied every sigh of this prayer, meditating deeply. Are you ready to renew your faith and let the hope and protection of the Most High turn every challenge into a growth opportunity?